How long will you live after 75? It's a question many avoid, yet science whispers clues hidden in the way you move, think, and feel each day. The truth is, there are 5 signs that predict not just how many years you'll live, but how deeply you'll experience those years. These are not old wives' tales or mystical secrets. These are scientifically proven patterns your body quietly reveals, long before the numbers on your medical chart do. Picture this: 2 friends, both 78 years old. One spends mornings tending her garden in Charleston, South Carolina, humming softly as the sun rises. Her name is Margaret, and her energy feels decades younger than her birth certificate. The other, George from Chicago, finds himself out of breath climbing stairs, though his doctor says his heart is fine. Why does Margaret seem to thrive while George struggles? That's exactly what modern science has begun to decode, the 5 signs that predict your true biological age and longevity. In a landmark study published by Harvard Medical School, researchers followed over 10,000 adults aged 65 and above for 2 decades. They found that longevity wasn't merely determined by genetics or luck, but by 5 measurable indicators that can predict how long someone might live after 75. These signs ranged from muscle strength and walking speed to emotional resilience and even social connection. When you think about it, it makes perfect sense. The body is always sending messages: a slower gait, a weaker grip, a change in mood, all subtle signs that predict how your internal systems are coping with time. Yet most people ignore them, mistaking them as just getting old. But science says otherwise. As we dive into these 5 signs, you might be surprised to realize that longevity isn't about avoiding age, it's about understanding it. Knowing these signs can help you take control of your health, your habits, and even the way you see your future. Because aging well isn't about counting years, it's about making years count. In today's video, we'll explore what these 5 that sign actually are, what they reveal about your body and mind, and how you can strengthen them to live longer, stronger, and happier. Whether you're already over 75 or preparing for it, what you'll learn might just change how you view your golden years forever. So, stay with me till the end, because the last sign might surprise you the most. Sign number 1, walking speed, the silent predictor of lifespan. If there's one thing doctors quietly observe when an elderly patient walks into their office, it's how fast they move. You might not think much about it, but your walking speed is one of the strongest signs that predict how long you'll live after 75. Yes, something as simple as how quickly you stroll across a room can reveal the overall condition of your heart, lungs, and even your brain. In 2011, a large-scale study from the University of Pittsburgh tracked over 34,000 adults aged 65 and older, and the results were astonishing. The researchers discovered that people who walked faster, about 1 meter per second or more, tended to live up to 10 years longer than those who moved slower. It wasn't because of athletic ability, it was because walking speed reflects how efficiently your body's systems work together. Every step you take requires coordination between your muscles, heart, lungs, and nervous system. When one of these weakens, your speed begins to drop, quietly signaling deeper changes inside. Take Helen Parker, 79, from Phoenix, Arizona. She never joined a gym, never ran marathons, and yet, she walks her dog, Charlie, every morning at a brisk pace. Her doctor once told her, "Helen, your walking speed tells me more than your blood pressure." She laughed, but later learned that studies back it up. Consistent walking helps regulate blood sugar, lowers inflammation, and supports healthy circulation. Helen believes that her daily morning walks are her life insurance policy. Compare that to Robert Jenkins, 82, from Boston, who noticed he was slowing down last year. He shrugged it off as just age, but after a minor fall, his physician ordered a gait test, revealing early-stage balance issues linked to muscle loss. By starting light strength training and short daily walks, Robert slowly regained his rhythm. "I realized," he said, "that walking isn't just about moving, it's about staying alive." The science behind walking speed goes even deeper. Researchers say that it correlates with the body's ability to deliver oxygen efficiently, a marker of cardiovascular health. Slow walkers are often found to have hidden risks: higher blood pressure, weaker lungs, or reduced brain volume. In other words, walking speed is the sign that predicts not only how long you live, but how well you live. So, how can you use this information? Start small, aim for 15 to 30 minutes of walking each day at a steady pace that challenges you slightly. You don't need fancy equipment or expensive supplements, just a good pair of shoes and consistency. The next time you take a walk, think of it as more than just exercise. It's a window into your future health, a quiet, steady rhythm that says, I'm still here, still moving, still strong. In the next section, we'll uncover another surprising indicator, one that's hidden not in your legs, but in your hands. Sign number 2, grip strength, the power in your hands. They say you can tell a lot about a person from their handshake. But did you know that your grip strength can actually predict how long you'll live after 75? Yes, scientists have found that the strength in your hands is more than a reflection of your muscles, it's a mirror of your entire body's vitality. In a study published in the British Medical Journal, researchers analyzed data from over 140,000 participants across 17 countries and found a clear link between weak grip strength and higher risks of heart disease, stroke, and premature death. In fact, every 5 kilogram decrease in grip strength was associated with a 16% higher risk of dying early. That means your hands, something you use every single day, could be quietly revealing the state of your heart and nervous system. Let's take the story of James Thornton, an 81-year-old retired teacher from Denver, Colorado. After a mild heart scare, his doctor asked him to squeeze a dynamometer, a small device that measures grip strength. I laughed, James said, because I thought it was a kid's toy. But when his results came back below average for his age, his doctor explained, this number predicts more than you think, it tells me how strong your whole body is. That was the wake-up call James needed. He began doing light resistance training using rubber bands and simple hand exercises. Within months, his grip improved, and so did his energy levels and balance. Similarly, Dorothy Mills, 77, from Tampa, Florida, said she used to struggle opening jars or carrying groceries. She thought it was just arthritis, but her therapist told her weak grip strength is a sign that predicts loss of muscle mass, a condition known as sarcopenia. Dorothy began incorporating simple routines like squeezing stress balls and lifting small dumbbells while watching TV. It sounds silly, she laughs, but my hands feel alive again, and so do I. What's fascinating is that grip strength isn't just about muscles. It's tied to the brain and nervous system. As we age, the connection between the brain and motor neurons weakens, leading to slower responses and reduced coordination. By maintaining strong hands, you're also keeping your brain alert and engaged. If you're wondering how to start, begin small. Use hand grips, squeeze tennis balls, or lift light weights daily. Even gardening or kneading dough helps. The goal isn't perfection, it's persistence. Because every time you challenge your muscles, you're reminding your body that you still intend to live, move, and thrive. If you're still watching, type number 2 in the comments. Let's see how many of you are following along and determined to stay strong after 75. Now, let's move to the third sign, one that doesn't come from your body's strength, but from something far more fragile and powerful, your mind. Sign number 3, cognitive sharpness, the mind that keeps you young. When people think about aging, they often picture wrinkles, gray hair, or slower steps. But the real clock of aging often ticks inside the brain. Your cognitive sharpness, how well you think, remember, and focus, is one of the 5 signs that predict how long you'll live after 75. It's not just about avoiding dementia, it's about maintaining mental agility, curiosity, and emotional balance, the invisible fuel that keeps your body alive and thriving. According to a 2020 study from the National Institute on Aging, seniors who performed well on memory and problem-solving tests lived an average of 5 to 7 years longer than those who showed early cognitive decline. The reason? The brain controls nearly every function in the body, from hormone regulation to movement. A sharper mind helps you make better lifestyle decisions, manage stress effectively, and stay socially active, all factors proven to extend life expectancy. Take Linda Rowe, 76, from Portland, Oregon. She was once a librarian, known for her sharp wit and endless curiosity. But after retirement, she noticed small slips, forgetting appointments or misplacing her keys. Instead of panicking, Linda joined a local brain fitness club, where she practiced daily puzzles, meditation, and learned new languages online. Within 6 months, she reported sharper focus and renewed confidence. "It's like my brain woke up again," she said. "It's proof that the mind really can grow stronger, even after 75. On the other hand, Charles Benson, 80, from Dallas, Texas, had always relied on routine, same breakfast, same news channel, same path to the grocery store. When his daughter encouraged him to try painting classes, he hesitated. "I thought it was too late to learn new tricks," he joked. But to his surprise, painting improved his memory and mood. Studies back this up. Engaging in creative or mentally stimulating activities forms new neural connections, literally rebuilding parts of the aging brain. Researchers from the University of Edinburgh call this cognitive reserve, the brain's hidden resilience against aging. The more you challenge your brain, the more backup circuits it builds, protecting against memory loss and cognitive decline. This means every crossword puzzle, new skill, or deep conversation isn't just entertainment. It's a shield that can predict how long and how well you'll live. So what can you do today? Start small, read something new, learn a song, take a different route home, or talk to someone with a different perspective. The key is to stay curious. Because curiosity keeps the brain alive, and a living brain keeps the body young. Aging gracefully isn't about avoiding decline, it's about staying engaged with life itself. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Up next, we'll explore another critical clue, one that's not in your muscles or mind, but in something you can't see at all, your heart connection with others. Because sometimes, the length of your life is written in the strength of your relationships. Sign number 4, social connection, the lifeline that keeps you alive. When scientists study people who live the longest, those who reach their 80s, 90s, and even 100s, one pattern keeps showing up. It's not just about food, exercise, or genetics. It's about connection. Your relationships, your sense of belonging, your ability to love and be loved, these are among the strongest signs that predict how long you'll live after 75. In one of the most famous studies ever conducted, known as the Harvard Study of Adult Development, researchers followed the same group of men for over 80 years. Their conclusion was simple yet profound: good relationships keep us happier and healthier. Loneliness kills. Those with strong social ties, family, friends, or community, lived significantly longer and experienced fewer chronic illnesses than those who felt isolated. Take Evelyn Carter, 84, from San Diego, California. After her husband passed away, she fell into a quiet routine, TV dinners and silence. Her daughter encouraged her to join a local senior book club. At first, Evelyn was hesitant. She didn't see the point. But after attending a few meetings, she started laughing again, sharing stories, and even mentoring younger members. "It gave me a reason to wake up again," she said. "I didn't just find friends, I found life again." Today, Evelyn walks every morning with her book club friends, and her doctor says her blood pressure has never been better. Contrast that with Paul Simmons, 79, from Detroit, Michigan. After retirement, he lost touch with colleagues and friends, believing quiet means peace. Over time, his motivation declined, and he developed high blood pressure. His physician, noticing his emotional withdrawal, encouraged him to volunteer at a local food bank. Within months, Paul's energy and joy returned. "Helping others reminded me that I still matter," he said with a smile. Modern science confirms what Evelyn and Paul discovered firsthand. Social isolation increases the risk of early death by up to 50%, according to research published in PLOS Medicine. That's almost as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. The reason? Human connection regulates stress hormones, strengthens the immune system, and supports healthy brain function. When you feel connected, your body produces oxytocin, the bonding hormone that lowers inflammation and supports heart health. So, if you want to extend your life, start by reaching out. Call an old friend. Join a club. Talk to your neighbors. Your next conversation could literally add years to your life. If you're still watching, type number 4 in the comments. Let's see how many of you believe in the power of connection and still want to keep your hearts open after 75. Because up next, we'll uncover the 5th and final sign, one that no doctor can prescribe, but every wise elder learns to master: emotional balance. The peace within that keeps you strong, calm, and alive. Sign number 5, emotional balance, the calm that extends your life. We often talk about diet, exercise, and medical checkups when discussing longevity, but few realize that emotional balance might be the strongest sign that predict how long you'll live after 75. Science now confirms that your state of mind can either extend or shorten your life. Chronic stress, anger, or sadness aren't just emotions, they are chemical storms inside your body that quietly damage your heart, immune system, and even your brain. On the other hand, a calm, grateful, and resilient mindset acts like medicine, lowering inflammation and protecting your body from aging faster than it should. A 2019 study from Stanford University found that seniors with higher levels of optimism lived up to 11% longer than those who viewed life more negatively. Optimism doesn't mean ignoring problems, it means believing you have the strength to face them. Researchers believe this mindset directly influences longevity because it lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and boosts the immune system's ability to repair damaged cells. In simple terms, peace heals. Meet Henry Wallace, 83, from Atlanta, Georgia. He lost his wife 5 years ago and went through a dark period of grief. "I thought I'd never feel joy again," he said softly. But through a local meditation group, he learned deep breathing and mindfulness. Over time, he began to notice small things, the sound of birds in the morning, the smell of rain, and felt a gentle shift inside. "I didn't change my circumstances," he said. "I changed how I reacted to them." His doctor recently told him his blood pressure had dropped to normal levels, without new medication. Then there's Rosa Delgado, 78, from Austin, Texas, who faced years of anxiety after retirement. She worried about money, her health, and being alone. A counselor introduced her to journaling, writing down her worries and replacing them with gratitude statements. "At first, it felt silly," she admitted. "But now, I can't end a day without writing 3 things I'm thankful for." Today, Rosa sleeps better, smiles more, and says she feels lighter than she has in decades. The emotional system and physical health are deeply intertwined. The American Heart Association reports that seniors who experience chronic stress or anger are twice as likely to develop heart disease. Meanwhile, those who practice forgiveness, gratitude, or prayer show lower inflammation and longer telomeres, the protective caps on DNA that literally measure how you age. So if you want to live longer, start with peace. Let go of resentment. Laugh often. Forgive freely. You don't have to control everything, just how you respond. Your body listens to every emotion you feel. The calmer your mind, the longer your heart beats. Because in the end, emotional balance isn't just about feeling good, it's about staying alive. Next, we'll bring it all together. The 5 signs you've just learned are not just numbers or theories, they're the language of life itself. In the final section, we'll reflect on what they truly mean, and how you can apply them starting today to live a longer, wiser, and more meaningful life. Final reflection: the wisdom of time and the 5 signs that predict life after 75. So now you know, science has spoken, and experience has confirmed it, there are 5 signs that predict how long and how well you'll live after 75. But more than just numbers or studies, these signs tell a deeper story, one about strength, spirit, and the human will to keep living fully, even as the years go by. We began with walking speed, the rhythm of your steps, that quiet, steady beat that mirrors the health of your heart and lungs. Then came grip strength, the power in your hands that reflects your inner vitality and your connection to life's simple actions. We moved to cognitive sharpness, the light of your mind, reminding us that curiosity and mental activity keep the brain alive and the spirit youthful. Then, social connection, the invisible lifeline that ties your heart to others and adds meaning to every breath you take. Finally, emotional balance, the calm at the center of it all, proving that peace within can protect you more than any pill or doctor's visit ever could. Each of these is a sign that predict not just how long you will live, but how deeply you will live. They are the quiet messages your body and mind send you, gentle reminders to move, to think, to love, to forgive. And the most beautiful truth? It's never too late to strengthen any of them. Even after 75, your body and brain can heal, adapt, and grow. Science has shown it, but more importantly, thousands of living examples prove it every day. Think about Margaret from South Carolina, who still walks her garden paths at dawn. Think of James in Denver, regaining his strength one squeeze at a time. Remember Linda from Portland, keeping her brain alive through curiosity and learning. Evelyn in San Diego, who found new life in laughter and friendship, and Henry from Atlanta, who discovered peace through letting go. These are not miracles, they're choices. Simple, small choices repeated every day that shape the length and quality of a lifetime. Maybe you see yourself in one of them. Maybe you've slowed down lately, or maybe you've just started thinking about your health differently. Whatever your age, remember this: longevity isn't luck, it's a lifestyle. And your golden years can still be the most meaningful, joyful, and inspiring time of your life. So, dear viewers, if this message touched your heart, I have one final invitation for you. Take a deep breath. Feel grateful for the body that still carries you and the heart that still beats within you. Then do 3 things. Like this video to remind yourself you're still growing. Share it with someone you love, because wisdom only grows when it's shared. And subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom for more stories, science, and inspiration to help you live longer, wiser, and happier. Because life after 75 isn't the end of the road, it's the beginning of a new chapter. And if you listen closely, your body is already telling you the secrets to living it well.